Hi guys, it's Jen from Beauty Riot X. Excuse my ghostly appearance. I'm trying out a new foundation. And does anybody else have this problem? One of the reasons I rarely buy foundation from the drugstore is because I can never find my color. It's either like almost white, too light, or the next two shades are either too pink or too yellow, which I am neither of those shades. So that either leaves me to get a too light shade or a tone that's completely different from my own. So then I just get the lighter one and think, oh, I can darken a little bit, but I can't darken it because I'm trying to review it and kind of see how it feels, and the color's not right. It just drives me crazy. Anyway, how are you guys? It's Jen from Beauty Riot X. So today we are doing my top 10 holy grail beauty products of life. It's like my all-time. These are the products that constantly in rotation in my collection. They're always like my fallbacks. I know they look great, I know they work great, and I'm just always a fan of them. So I'm gonna start with my favorite product for taking off my makeup. This is by Beauty Aura, and it's not the actual brand that I'm showing you, it's grapeseed oil. And this is good for hair and skin, but I use this to take my makeup off. You know, all the brands have now like the cleansing balms, and it's like a little tub of waxy, greasy stuff that you put on and it melts your makeup off. Oil does the same thing, it's oil cleansing. So instead, I just spend 10 bucks on this huge bottle, and this lasts me for months. So anyway, what I do is I double cleanse. I do the oil first, and then I just wash my face with regular soaps. So what I do is I just put some on my hand, I rub my hands together, my face is dry, I have makeup on. I will do this when I'm done filming. So I rub my hands together and I just start massaging everything all over my face, and my makeup just melts right off. So then I wet a washcloth with warm-ish water, hold it onto my face, wipe away, and my makeup is completely gone. There is nothing this won't take off. I like grapeseed oil. You can use a lot of different kind of oils, but I like grapeseed oil because it doesn't break me out. It hasn't bothered my eyes or anything like that. I mean, I've just always, this was the first thing I tried, and it's just what I ended up loving. So if you ever want to try oil cleansing, this is a great thing. And I got this off Amazon. Again, it's 100% pure grapeseed oil, and the company this one is by, I usually get it from Vitacost, but this time I got it from Amazon, and this is by Beauty Aura, A-U-R-A. The next is what I do after I oil cleanse, and it's washing with my Clairsonic. If you don't have one of these and you feel like your skin's rough or uneven toned, or you have big pores, or it's discolored, or anything like that, or you just want to try something new, this is a bit of an investment. These are between like $100 and $200. I think mine was like $150. I think it was like mid-range. I got this about 3 years ago. I'm probably going to get a new one within the next year, but this one's still going strong. You have to replace your brush heads every 2 to 3 months. This cleans my face and exfoliates it like nothing else in the world ever has. I don't even remember my skin felt like before this. Now, mind you, I still get breakouts and stuff. It's hormonal, you know, it's stress, all that stuff. I always get on my chin for some freaking reason. I think that's stress related. This just makes my skin feel amazing. And I notice that if I feel like when I'm sick or something and I don't, and like I'll wash my face in the morning, but I just kind of do a half-assed job if I'm just sick and kind of vegging all day, I notice after a day or two of not using this, like my skin just doesn't feel right. It feels rough, it feels like cakey, it just doesn't feel good. And this, it almost like it decongests my skin. It's amazing. But anyway, if you ever want to try something new, this is totally worth the investment in my opinion. All right, the next thing is a hairbrush, and I've de-haired it just for this video. This is the wet brush. It has cute little pandas and stuff on it. This brush is great for, and everybody's like, oh, it's just a brush. No, this is a great brush for brushing your hair when it's wet. When your hair is wet and you brush it with a regular brush, you're pulling and putting pressure on and breaking your hair initially. This doesn't do that. This glides through your hair and glides through the knots with little to no effort. It's great, it leaves your hair beautiful. I love this brush. All right, the next thing is a face powder that I've talked about a few times, and this is the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. This has been in my favorites once or twice. I have used other setting powders in the past that I've liked, but I think this one is probably my all-time favorite. It's one of my newer ones, but I just wish it wasn't so expensive for the little amount that you get. This is $35 and it's only 0.35 ounces, so that kind of sucks. But if you can get past that, this is a beautiful, beautiful setting powder. I highly recommend it. It just gives you a really seamless, flawless finish. There's no flashback, there's no cakiness, it doesn't cling to dry spots, it doesn't break you out, it doesn't make you oily, it doesn't make you too matte. but it just gives a nice medium satin finish. It's beautiful. I'm in love with this powder. I will continue to purchase. All right, the next thing is a lip treatment that I've been buying this for a few years, and I'm excited because they came out, I don't want to say recently, but a more updated applicator for this product. This is the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Balm, and they have like the tube of the lip mask, which I'm pretty sure is the same thing. This is just a more solidified version, but it feels kind of weird because when you first put it on, it kind of like tugs your lips a little bit and you're like, oh, this feels weird. But this does such a great job at hydrating and softening, and it has like anti-aging benefits, and it's just a beautiful lip balm. One that I always kind of fall back on. Some lip glosses or balms, this isn't lip gloss, some lip balms or treatments are very like oily or slippery. This is kind of drier, which is I think why I like it, and I haven't really found one like this. So again, I will definitely continue to buy this. All right, the next I have my two favorite eyeshadows, and the first one is one I use if I put my makeup on 7 days a week. I will use this as the very first thing at least 6 of those days. And this is by Makeup Geek, and this is the color Chickadee. And I always, no matter what eyeshadow look I'm doing, this is the first color I put on, because whatever you put on top of it, it just makes everything else kind of pop, makes your eyes pop. Makeup Geek has beautiful shadows. This blends beautifully. It's very pigmented, but they're very affordable. Again, this was Chickadee, and if you've never tried like a bright color as your transition shade, like if you always go to like the more skin tone crease colors, go out of your comfort zone and try it, because I guarantee you'll really like the way your eyeshadow looks afterwards. All right, the next is my favorite brown of all time, and it's probably the eyeshadow I've used the most. I think it's actually the only eyeshadow I've ever hit pan on, as you can see. And this is by Cargo Cosmetics, and this is the color Columbia. This is just the most perfect neutral brown color I've ever used. It blends beautifully. The formula is amazing. It's dark without being black. Like, I've just never found the perfect brown until I found this. And I mean, you get a ton, so this lasts forever. Oh God. I just opened a pack of these really good face wipes, or like cleansing cloths, and they work amazing, but oh my God, they smell like cologne. Ooh. Okay, the next is my all-time favorite foundation. It's the one I always know looks great on my skin. It's the perfect color. It applies beautifully. It's medium to full coverage and buildable. This is the Elsie Micro Silk Foundation, and I'm in the color Vanilla. This just gives such a beautiful satin finish on your face. It just looks like your skin, but amazing. This is very expensive, but you can always look on YouTube. A lot of gurus have discount codes that'll get you like 10% off or whatever. But again, Micro Silk Foundation from Elsie is beautiful, and I highly recommend it. This is my second bottle, so I have gone through these. Okay, I have 3 things left, so I think this is 11 instead of 10. A top 10. All right, the first is Afterglow Blush from Urban Decay, and this is in the color Fetish. I'm wearing it today. I'm sorry for not wearing all of these today, but I had a different idea for a video this morning, so I just wasn't thinking. But anyway, it's just this perfect light pinky mauve color. It's beautiful, it's buildable, but it's not so pigmented that it looks like you're wearing clown makeup. Urban Decay, you know, it's a prestige brand, it's a little more expensive, but these last a really long time. All right, the next is by Makeup Revolution, and it's their strobe highlighter. I'm wearing it today, and this is in the color Holographic Lights. This is just, I've gotten this in the last few months, and it has quickly become my all-time favorite amazing highlighter. I mean, this stuff is insane. Like, it's got green and yellow and kind of pink and purplish. Oh my God, it's like snake skin. It's the most incredibly beautiful highlighter I've ever tried in my entire life. The formula is great. Makeup Revolution can be found at Ulta. It's amazing, and you get a ton in here, and I think this is like $7. All right, the last is my all-time favorite eyeliner, and it's the Inklot Kohl Pencil in 01, which is just their black color. I'm wearing it today, and this is one of the only blacks, if not the only black, that I've ever gotten to actually stay in my waterline for a long amount of time. I don't have a particularly watery waterline, But for some reason, like, I just have never found amazingly black eyeliners like this. Like, this is, I think, the only one that I know I can count on to stay in there for at least a few hours. It's got a really smooth formula. It's not too like soft or creamy. It's just dry enough that it kind of swipes on real well, and you can see it completely when it's there. If some eyeliners are too soft, you swipe them on and it's almost like they went on and kind of just swiped away because they were so soft. This isn't like that. You can get this on inklot.com or Camera Ready Cosmetics, which is where I get a lot of my makeup. All right, so that was it. Those are my top 10, 11 holy grail beauty products of life. They're the products I can't live without and that I will always repurchase. If you have any that you love, list them below. I'd love to know, and maybe I'll try them out. And if you have any questions or comments, please, again, leave them below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.